did trading expose you to you, and did it improve your life or just kind of like throw you down the
It's
rabbit
beat
hole?
out of me. You get bad trades in a row or
Hmm.
whatever you want to say, and then you're just in a rut all day. You sort of take it out on yourself. It's like rolling downhill. If I do like push forward more, I'm just going to fail again. Fear of success, fear of failure.
I'm good at everything, right? But
Yeah.
it came to trading and it was like, dude, you suck.
Like you get a bad trade and it
Yeah.
knocks you down. That's definitely, it might not feel like it, but that's your ego, definitely.
So let's get into it. I want to talk about uh your trading journey, your the current state of your trading, where you at in your trading, and what do you see in your trading in the next, let's say, 6 months or so. So let's get to it. So first off, where are you at in your trading?
At the minute, it's just like discovering shit. I
Mhm.
recently, it was either like this year or like just the end of last year where I had like some type of breakthrough where certain things started clicking. And now I'm just trying to like refine it a bit and try not to go down any more rabbit holes,
Yeah,
overthink
yeah,
about
you'll
shit.
get lost in those rabbit holes, dude. Like,
Yeah,
trust
for
me,
sure.
been there. Um, what about what do you think's the next step for you?
The next step is live trading,
Hmm.
like full time, like back testing on the charts still, but like almost every day placing a trade if it's there on the charts.
Yeah, yeah.
So like
So
probably still demo
mhm.
or trying to get funded, one of those two.
And
But
that was going to
yeah.
be my next question. So, in I find that most traders hold themselves back, right? They get caught in these boom and bust cycles where they're like, "Oh, this is great. Oh, this is not. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is
Mm-hmm.
not." Do you get caught up in those?
100%. Like even now, like I don't know. It's like the perfectionist in me. Like I
Yeah,
might have a good few trades in a row and like get in one bad one, and then I'm like, okay, back to the drawing board.
yeah, exactly. You change your plan after one mistake.
So it's the I heard someone explaining it. It's just like it's like I don't know. You do something and you just keep working on it until you can do it.
Yeah,
But it's not like that for trading. Like you're going to
not at
lose,
all.
and
Yeah,
that's like a hard pill for everyone to swallow.
yeah. No, I'm 100% with you on that one. Is the problem the and again I pride myself on this one. We're going to talk about some real stuff. Do you find that the problem is the market, your strategy, or you?
Um, it's like I don't think it could be the market
Hmm.
because it's all like the same shit.
Correct.
So like it's either me or my strategy, or it could be like a combination of both. Like I feel like those are the only two options.
Hmm.
Whether it's like emotional stuff,
Yeah.
whether it's looking at the wrong stuff, whether it's not going through like your checklist or
Right.
whatever it
Right.
is, just something like that.
Yeah. Totally got you. Totally got you. So I find too that it's really no. I'm gonna backtrack. Do you find did you ever follow any of the big name traders on social media and then start to compare yourself to those guys and girls?
I didn't really follow like I don't follow big name traders. I might
Mhm.
like find someone that's decent enough, but I don't really compare myself to them. It's more like maybe it is comparing like they seem to have great trades. I want great trades. I don't know if that's comparing or not. Maybe it is, but
Somewhat, but I wouldn't
somewhat,
say full
yeah.
on.
But it's like I'd rather have a bunch of like good trades than a great trade here or there.
Yeah.
I'd
And you may
rather be
see me
like more
winking.
consistent.
I'm not winking at you. I'm winking at the baby. Okay, so don't get any ideas.
Thought you were flirting for a minute. I was winking back, but my
I am the
webcam's not
worst
on.
at I'm the worst at flirting. Like I'd probably throw a brick and be like, "Oh, you don't like me? Sorry." The brick wasn't signed. My wife will tell you, man, I was not flirty when we met. But anyway, let me ask you this. I see trading as this mirror, and I said it in the last episode. Did trading expose you to you, and did it improve, or let's say, did it improve your life, or just kind of like throw you down the
It's
rabbit
beat the
hole?
shit out of me, to be honest.
I'm gonna have to have my guy beep beep. You worse than me.
Yeah, it's the Irish in me.
Are
But
you
yeah,
doing this with
no,
a cup of
like
whiskey?
I actually don't drink that often, so
I don't either.
I don't know where that came from, but sure. No, like so it's made me more patient for
Yeah.
one, that's for sure. But like it exposing you to like whatever, like you get bad trades in a row or
Hmm.
whatever you want to say, and then you're just in a rut all day,
Yeah.
like just a bad mood, and you sort of take it out on yourself,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and it just like it's like rolling downhill. It
Yeah,
just gets like worse and worse until maybe a good trade happens or something like that,
for sure.
or you take a break from the charts or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And I think as well, like you trade who you are in that moment. When I was super impatient, I was scalping. When I kind of started getting comfortable, I was intra week, and then I just turned into swing trader. Now I do all of them, right? You trade in the person you are at the moment. So I totally get it, right? And if you're in that mode right now to where you're impatient, you work the 9 to 5, I think you still work, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're probably going to be a short-term trader depending on the time that you have to be at the charts. But
Yeah, normally my trades are like a couple days at most.
yeah, and some people aren't happy with that. They want the full move, right? But can someone tell me what the full move is, right? No one's predicting full moves. And I think that's where it gets complicated, right? That's where it gets really icky for some people. And then
Hmm.
they start just from mentoring people, they just start blaming the market. They blame everything but their inability to adjust.
Yeah.
I make it no stranger that I think you're one of the more talented people in the group who has the crack throughs and then takes a back seat, has the crack through, or and then takes the back seat.
Hmm.
I'm ready for you to push all the way through, like see that wall, bust through that wall,
Yeah.
right?
So
And
at the minute, sorry for
no,
interrupting,
no,
but
no, go
at the
for it.
minute, I'm sort of like hitting a brick wall. Like
Hmm.
you were saying, where do I see myself in the next 6 months? That's what I'd like to see myself doing.
Yeah,
At the moment, I sort of feel like if I do like push forward more, I'm just going to fail again.
yeah.
So it's like maybe it's like
Oh,
nerves
this is
or
good.
whatever.
This is good. This is good. Okay.
It's like fear of success, as
Yeah.
people call it and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, if it's we're gonna backtrack this. Why do you think that you are scared to hop over this brick wall? Like, what is it
Um,
about this brick wall
it's
that's
on
getting you?
honestly, it's just the like whole thing. Like I can't remember how long I've been with you, a good
Yeah,
few years. Um, and it's definitely holding me back for sure, but it's basically like fear of failure, basically.
yeah. But
That's
I
it.
don't
So
see
like
failure as a bad thing though.
oh no, it's definitely not. It's just like when I don't know, just you've been doing something for so long,
Yeah,
you obviously want to get it in the bag.
right.
And when it's like knocked you down and you've took breaks and shit like that,
Hmm.
um, just trying to like keep going forward is a bit of a
Yeah.
hurdle. So like
Oh
I'm
yeah.
doing decent at the minute, and I don't want to take another break. I want to try like get over the next hurdle first.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I think that's what's holding me back. I don't want to take a break, but like I'll probably fail again until I'm I get my next breakthrough or whatever you want to call it.
Got you. And yeah, you're gonna have hundreds, and I tell people too, like you're going to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these breakthroughs, right? There's no one
Hmm.
aha moment. You
Yeah.
end up having like 15 aha
Oh yeah.
moments.
Yeah,
One light
yeah, for
bulb
sure.
comes on, but then there's like 12 light bulbs in the house, right? So you gotta you gotta light off light bulbs. So
Yeah.
let me ask you this. In your personal life, are you good at a lot of things? Like I know you skateboard,
Hmm.
sport, are you good at everything you do that but not trading?
I I'd like to think I'm quite decent at a lot of
Yeah,
things.
yeah, got you.
And like
Because
it's the
but
whole thing. Sorry to
no, no,
interrupt
no, I don't
you.
mind.
It's the whole thing. Like I was thinking about it the other day with skateboarding. It's
Hmm.
all about like technique
Hmm.
to like pull off a trick. Like you need to have the right technique.
Hmm.
And like you can watch yourself do it over, and it's like, okay, like I didn't flick as hard or I didn't
Yeah,
whatever. And like you can change that, but I think it's harder to see trading
yeah,
to like know what to fix
yeah,
and stuff like that. So
yeah.
yeah.
I think the biggest thing too is you found a parallel, right? Like for me, I parallel trading to sports. Like I play basketball, tried football, American football, and I was good at it up until I got to high school, which I think people in the UK call it university. No, college. I don't know what you guys call it.
High school, I think it's all like the same until like university and
Okay.
stuff.
It's a step beneath university. So my first year I tried for the
Yeah.
football team. I'm like, dude, I'm Andre. I'm fast. I'm strong. You can't stop me. Dude, I broke through a hole with and I got hit by a dude that was 6'3", like 200 something pounds. And I'm like, I'm gonna outrun this fool. He's big, he's fat, he can't get he caught me and he hurt me. That was my lesson for football. But everything else, basketball is my sport. I'm 5'8". I can dunk, right? Well, probably not now because I'm 40, but was dunking and doing all and just naturally very good at it. But then when it came to trading, that hurt my ego that I'm good at everything, right?
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
it came to trading and it was like, dude, you suck. And it was a real big that was the first. I've been told I'm an a-hole. I get that a lot, like maybe once a day, sometimes twice, three times on a Sunday. Um, and that was the first time I caught like, oh, that's what the ego is. It's me thinking I'm bigger than something that I can tackle it. Once I learned to check the ego, that's where my progress came. Um, do you feel any of that in yourself?
Yeah, yeah, like I just think it's the whole like ego shit where like you get a bad trade and it
Yeah,
knocks you down.
yeah,
Like that's definitely, it might not feel like it, but that's your ego definitely.
yeah. And you got to separate yourself, right? And this is what I do. I'm process oriented. So I take myself out and I follow the process. I feel like the market has a process and you know that process. You're good at
Mhm.
that process. You may just be changing your system too much, but
Yeah.
I just follow that process to a T. And of course, you'll have like your little intuitions and things of that nature
Mhm.
that will keep you in or get you out of a trade. But
Yeah.
that would be my biggest advice to you. And it's probably been the same advice for the last couple of years, right?
Yeah.
Follow your
I've
process. And two, like don't get people get caught up in win rate, right? Win rate comes with mastery
yeah.
and mainly mastery of self, right? It's not mastery of the market, it's mastery of you, the human, the trader.
Hmm.
Where are you at in that?
Win rate.
Self mastery.
Oh, self mastery. Oh God.
It's okay.
Um,
Luckily, there's no right answers.
yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Like, I feel pretty disciplined at some things, but other things I'd like to improve and get better at. And then it's
Yeah.
just the whole sticking with that discipline
Yeah.
until it becomes second nature.
Yeah, exactly. Now, let me ask you this question. I think this is also important too. You see, there's really good traders in the group. We got Mark, we got Eric, we got the other Eric. Well, there's Dan, who's found his groove recently. Sam, do you compare yourself to anyone in a group that's doing better than you?
Um, I find myself what's it called? Reverse engineering their trades
Mm-hmm.
to see if I might have took that same trade.
Mm-hmm.
I try not to like compare myself to them or anything. Mainly just seeing if they're following the same stuff I would follow and
Yeah,
if I would have caught the same trade.
gotcha. And I think there's nothing wrong with that, right? But Chris Laurie said something to me. He's like, never compare yourself to what someone else is doing because that's their, he says, UPP, unique psychological profile.
Mm-hmm.
What you do is if you see anything useful in that method, take what's useful to you and only you, and everything
Yeah,
else you throw away, right?
yeah,
And there's no, I don't think there's any harm, any foul in saying, I didn't learn anything from this. Or like reach out, right, to someone who you see a similar trading style to you and my little guy and see if there's any benefit to you, right? I do encourage people to network in the group, but
mm-hmm.
you there is a lonely element to this journey too that you gotta go off and you have to explore yourself, right? And figure out what it is that you do, what you know. And I think I've seen your framework. I think you have a great framework. It's
Yeah.
now what's Tiernan gonna do with Tiernan's method? And at what
Mm-hmm.
point is Tiernan gonna be like, you know what? I don't care anymore. I know what to do. I'm just gonna do it. Um,
Yeah.
you have a trading plan.
It's like a half trading plan. I have a notebook and all down in front of me,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
have like a few things written down, but I'd like to make it a more systematic thing.
Okay. Are
And
you go ahead?
it's like just have my trades more objective.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what I'm trying to work on at the minute.
Are you a visual learner or hands-on?
Uh, a bit of both. Like
Mm-hmm.
that whole thing. Like when they brought it up in school, it's like, do you learn better if you listen, do or write? I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I was taking the lazy option and saying a visual,
Yeah.
but now
That's not lazy. I'm a visual learner.
uh, I for
I'm
like
messing with you, man.
10 years, man, I thought I was a visual learner and
Yeah.
writing stuff down, it really makes
Yeah.
things stick as much as
Yeah.
I hate writing down
Yeah.
shit. I need to do it now.
Yeah. And I think that's what you do, right? You take your time, you follow your process. I would say write it down at the end of your session and
Mm,
do it that way. I'm a visual learner. I write something down. I'm going to be like, why did I write that?
yeah.
I'll have zero recollection of why
Mm-hmm.
I wrote anything. I have folders with screenshots. That's what works for me is having a ton of screenshots. So for you, what's your next step? What's your plan of attack for where you're at right now?
I'd like to. I'm having a, well, not a bit of trouble. Just need to refine stuff. Um, Figure out my trading plan a bit more. Um, and then I'd like to like hit the live charts more
Yeah,
often. At least like not say get a trade a week, but I'm sure there's at least one trade in every pair a week.
exactly. What stops you
So
from reaching out to me and asking for more assistance?
I don't think it's a confidence thing. I think it's the fact that um I'm probably like asking the same question a different way, or I'm stuck on the same thing, but like I have your advice. So I think it's more of a I need to figure this shit out instead of like a reaching out. I don't know if that makes
Yeah,
sense,
yeah,
but
no, it does. It
like,
makes a lot of sense.
yeah, sure.
And I would say this, I want you to come from it from sometimes you have to, we don't we don't objectively see ourselves. We
Yeah.
subjectively see ourselves. We see ourselves as who we think we are. And
Mhm.
I say that to say sometimes you may need a set of more experienced eyes or experienced
That's
words. that
Yeah.
pushes you in the right direction because
Sometimes I don't know what or why I'm stuck,
hmm,
and maybe I just don't know how to word it as well.
yeah,
And that would be like another reason why.
yeah, no, totally understand. Again, I appreciate you coming on. And again, this is what real traders go through. The learning curve, the
Hmm.
ups and downs, the pains. We're not going to sit here and talk about I made 10,000% this week because I mean,
Now that was last week.
yeah, I know that was 2 weeks ago for me. You know, bought that private jet.
That
I fly to New York for dinner
Lambo.
for fun, you know. But Tiernan, man, thank you for coming on, man. And again, this is what you guys are going to see out of this podcast is the real stuff behind this. And your struggles are probably the same as someone else's struggles. So this will be going on Spotify. For YouTube, please like, subscribe. And again, Tiernan, thank you again. You actually made this one. You missed every other Zoom meeting. See, you're the
I
guy
know.
who we joke about on the JST account that's always missing the meetings. He didn't miss
Yeah.
this one.
It's always I'm out for dinner or something. I come back, didn't get the notification, and I always just miss the meeting somehow.
Good thing they're recorded, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Tiernan, thank you again. I'm gonna go put the dad hat on and feed this baby. I haven't even fed myself. But yeah, man, thank you again. And I'll catch you guys later. Cheers.